Good morning. It's Wednesday the 27th of July, 11:45. I'm up at the Belfast Gilnahirk Braniel viewpoint once again. I'm looking out over Belfast City and the docks, and there's 3 cruise ships in today, but I'm not heading out to see them. I'm heading out to just under the Cavehill to Belfast Castle. This is Belfast Castle and Cavehill Country Park. And it makes for good walking, actually. There's the Cavehill Trail, there's the Estate Trail, the Castle Trail, the Path, the Adventure Playground, car park, entrance into the park. And that's the way to go if you want to get up to the Cavehill. Come in by the Upper Hightown Road entrance. This is where I am. This is the Innisfayle Park entrance. And then Belfast Zoo's further along there and Glen Gormley. So let's go up and see if we can get into Belfast Castle in behind those trees. And I've come up that long driveway to get to the car park here, and there's wee Noah, and I have done a wee video on Noah. And there's the castle peeping from behind the trees. And here's a notice board to fill me in on all the details. Yeah, that's a pretty good view there. That's the Belfast cruise ship terminal that cruise ship is sitting at. And I live away up in behind that. And there's where I video a lot of my videos from. Way up here. If I can get it, yeah. There is the viewpoint from the other side. And there's a road runs along there, the Middle Braniel Road. What am I talking about? Oh dear. So what does it say here? Belfast Castle. Now, Belfast Castle at one time was away down there at the Corn Market. But in the 1880s, that castle was, at the crossing point of the Farset. Belfast is named after the Farset River. But by the 1800s, the castle was no more. It was in rubble. It was nothing. And the Marquis of Londonderry wanted a prestigious location for his new castle, and this was it up here. Commanding a magnificent view, Belfast Castle occupies a prominent site on the slopes of Cavehill. Entwined with the Donegalls of Ormeau, owners of Ormeau House and the estate in South Belfast, third Marquis of Donegall, an absentee landlord, decided to live in Belfast when he remarried in 1862. As Ormeau House had fallen into disrepair, he engaged the Belfast firm of Lanyon, that's Charles Lanyon, Lynn, that's W.H. Lynn, and Charles Lanyon's son, to design this large Scottish baronial style mansion. And there's what I've told you. It is not the first castle in Belfast. The Normans built a fortification in the late 12th century. It was replaced in 1611 by a stone and timber castle built as the home of the 4th Earl of Donegall. Its spacious gardens extended as far as Crummock Wood, Stranmillis. This building was destroyed by fire in 1708, and today its site is marked by street names such as Castle Place and Castle Lane. There you go. When Belfast Castle was completed in 1870, it cost far exceeded the original estimate of 11,000. By this time the Donegall fortune had dwindled and had not Lord Ashley, son-in-law to the 3rd Marquis, intervened, the castle might well have been left unfinished. Belfast Castle later passed by marriage to the Shaftesbury family. They presented it to Belfast Corporation in 1934. So what happened to Belfast Castle once it was handed over to the City Corporation, now Belfast City Council? It's open to the public most of the times, but any time I've tried to get up in here, it's been closed. There's a cellar restaurant and bar. There's a Cavehill visitor centre. There's the Castle Antique Shop. And there's the Country Park. And there's the Castle Cat. It is said that good fortune will come to those who visit the castle as long as the tradition of the Castle Cat is kept. The story goes that there's always been a resident white cat in the castle, and beautifully landscaped gardens celebrate this tale, with references made to the cat in paving, sculpture and garden furniture. Not interesting. Wander around the gardens and see if you can catalogue them all. Oh. Merry Christmas to you too. And the garden's claim to fame is that Mr. Tumble, the children's TV character, Mr. Tumble did a show from the gardens here, and I'm supposed to look for 9 cats that are hiding in the... Oh, there's one there. And I'm just looking down into the spectacular gardens of Belfast Castle. Absolutely manicured. Oh, there's someone smiling at me. You're not an American tourist, are you?
No, I am not. Born and bred in
Born and bred in Belfast. Bred and buttered in Belfast.
Bread and butter.
Good for you. And here we have information again about the Belfast, or the Castle Cat. There we go. So let's have a wee look and see if we can see all these cats. And if you're a keen gardener, get yourself along here. I've discovered 2 cats so far. There's a monkey puzzle tree. Is that a cat? Yes. Those look like giant hostas. And that cat has been in a fight and he's lost his ear. And there are a lot of people from Italy here. There's people from Denmark. There's people from America. And they didn't come in on the cruise ship. Some of them came in on another way to one guy and his wife. They brought their daughter for the soccer tournament that's going on, football tournament, ladies football tournament. There's another cat. I must bring our granddaughter here to see if she can find these cats. And there are a lot of people from Italy here. There's people from Denmark. There's people from America. And they didn't come in on the cruise ship. Some of them came in on another way to one guy and his wife. They brought their daughter for the soccer tournament that's going on, football tournament, ladies football tournament. There's another cat. I must bring our granddaughter here to see if she can find these cats. And here's one of these cats that you have to find. Another one that I missed. And this is just beautiful here. And you need to come here and check this place out. And this is the Serpentine staircase. Italian Serpentine staircase that was added on as a present to the Marquis's, from the Marquis's mummy to him.
When you look at it, you can see the hills around and the fields around.
So, and the ubiquitous magpies. And the inside has been renovated several times. £2 million renovation in 1978 and another one in 2003. So come and check it out, folks. There's a big play area around the side, and there's a cafe downstairs, and there's beautiful gardens, and find those missing cats. I was talking to that lady there earlier. And there's another pussy cat. Don't know how many that is that I've counted. I wonder when these were actually laid. Surely they can't date back to the mid-1800s. I wouldn't have thought so. So what have we got here? We've got a Victorian style castle, and it's in the Scottish baronial style, and it was built by Lanyon, Lynn and son John Lanyon, and it was built in the deerpark of the Demesne up here, the Donegall Demesne, on the side of the Cavehill, and the views here are just brilliant. Built between 1867 and 1870, and there's all the usual elements of a baronial castle: Scottish turrets and high roof and all sorts. It's stone. The stone is Scrabo sandstone. You can see that from the colour. And then gift knock sandstone dressing was applied, and that came from Renfrewshire. Now, these are obviously the family plaques, or whatever you call them. I can't remember the name. Crests. That's the word I was looking for. And this is the ornate doorway that the Donegalls and the Shaftesburys would all have come into. And it's pretty good, isn't it? Well, these are actually old cannon. I thought they were just new, but put here in the last 50 years. But they're actually old. Their carriers are new, but the actual cannons aren't. And I wonder where they originate from. And there's a bit of writing on this one, but I can't make it out. It says London, or does it? Oh, it doesn't say. Ah, it does. I can't read that. I thought it said London, but I'm not sure. I don't think it says London anymore. Duncaith or something or other. I'm quite amazed by that. Let's see if the other one sheds any light. It could be off a ship. That's most likely where they are off. And there's no wee plaque to tell you anything about them. And on each of these bits here, there's a crest as well, but they've been worn down. Nice Rose of Sharon there, and there's a play park on down here. Yeah, the castle was built on a rock-faced basalt plinth, so there's something extra. And the Earl, the 9th Earl, ran out of money, and he had to borrow it from his son-in-law. And there's all about when this place was opened. And there's extensive wooden panelling going on. I'm down underneath the castle now, and there's a timeline here. 4000 BC. And 1795, the United Irishmen were up on the hill. And this is 1200 AD. And 1840, Belfast and Cavehill Railway opens to transport quarried limestone from Cavehill to the docks. And this is the way it looked. No trees around it. Built by the 3rd Macquis of Donegall on the slopes of Cavehill in what was known as the deerpark. 1884, and this ornate Italian-style Serpentine staircase was added as a present from his mother, the Dowager. And there's the 9th Earl of Shaftesbury becomes Lord Mayor of Belfast. Looks a sensible enough looking lad. North Down Ulster Volunteers parade through the grounds of Belfast Castle before joining the 36th Ulster Division at the Somme. Shaftesbury's present Belfast Castle and the estate to Belfast. That was 1934. But during the Blitz in the Second World War, many families took refuge on the slopes of the Cavehill. That would be a good idea. And there's a tree planting scheme going on here. There's all sorts of leaflets. Many tales are told about the Cavehill. Some are true, some are not. Or might be. The Cavehill diamonds mentioned here. And fairies were reputed to have lived on the hill. Between 1913 and 22, reports were made of a ghost on the Cavehill in the form of a man heard wailing from the trees or seen standing still or hovering above the ground. In the mid-1850s, where could you go for a good party with slide shows, I presume, fortune-telling stalls, selling everything from yellow man to mussels and illicit lacing of poteen? You went to the Cavehill, renowned for social occasions. In 1892, lovers George Arthur and Nora Tattersall met on the Cavehill, as was their custom. George had bought a gun a few days earlier, claiming that he wanted to shoot rats. Instead, he shot his girlfriend and then turned the gun on himself. To this day, no one knows why. The two are buried in a single grave in the city cemetery on the Falls Road. Isn't that interesting? Oh, the castle in the deerpark, and here's all the details. What has 365 windows, 7 different floors, cost an estimated £11,000 to build, and has unrivalled views over Belfast? Answer: Belfast Castle. And the outside staircase is mentioned here once again. What was built by the 3rd Macquis in memory of his son, the Chapel of Resurrection. and it's now turned into flats, but I think the facade is kept. And this memorial is now in Belfast City Hall. The chapel was transferred to the Church of Ireland in 1938. It's now fallen into, no, it hasn't fallen into disrepair. It's now been made into flats. And Belfast Castle is the story of two families who were the Shaftesburys and the Donegalls. And here they all are. Ending with the 9th Earl of Shaftesbury. And this is all the history of it here. And it's got the Chichester room, and it's got the Shaftesbury room, and it's got the Donegal room. And I presume this staircase was here in 1870. Look at this. Unbelievable. Look at the carving that's going on here. And there's the mosaic cat. And there's the side garden and fountain. Absolutely superb. And this is the ballroom, I would expect. So that was our wee dip into Belfast Castle. And I wasn't really allowed to video around the rooms, the Shaftesbury room and the Deerpark room and the Donegal room and all the rest of it that are named after people who lived here. I wasn't really able to video in round there the way I wanted to, because they put a charge on you. So that was unfortunate, rather disappointing, since I'm just a YouTuber. I'm not a professional photographer. But anyway, brilliant place, and we had a lovely meal here. Now, you know, paninis and what have you, and it's perfect. Come and check it out yourself. You could spend the entire day here. And it's full of tourists. Yeah, we sat down there and had our paninis and a cup of tea. Absolutely brilliant. And there's the M2 down there, probably. Yeah, it is the M2 motorway. You can see cars going along it. So another day, another YouTube video.